Welcome back. Welcome back to Turn Friday into Erev Shabbos. Today is not Friday. Today is Erev Shabbos. It might be a very hungry Erev Shabbos, but it is Erev Shabbos nonetheless. We're very grateful to our sponsors, Mendy and Sipora Fishman, Eschus V'chai Rivka Bas Sipora Fredel, in memory of Rabbi Jonathan Sachs, or Yaakov Tzvi, Ben David Arya. I say very hungry Erev Shabbos because today is Asar B'Teves. Today is the minor fast of the 10th of Teves. What is the reason that we are fasting today? The only fast that could fall out on a Friday, fashtering, seeming to contradict or compromise our Erev Shabbos, but it really isn't. The Navi tells us that the minor fast of Asar B'Teves, is because Nebuchadnezzar, the wicked leader, laid siege around Yerushalayim for 2.5 years before ultimately the destruction of the Beis Hamikdash, the temple. First, there was a siege around Yerushalayim, and that was the beginning of the end. Hashem had withdrawn his countenance, his divine presence, his intense presence. We were unworthy of his company. It was the beginning of the end. It was the beginning of Churban, beginning of destruction. And so to mark the beginning of this calamity, we fast today, even if it falls on a Friday, even if it takes away from our Erev Shabbos. Nonetheless, we fast today to recognize that tragedy. But there's another reason. The Sefer Beis Yishai, Rav Shlomo Fisher Zatzal, he says, and he writes, he doesn't have an exact source for it, but he believes that on the calendar of the history, the story of our people of Tanakh, something else significant happened on Asar B'Teves, the 10th of Teves. And what was it? The sale of Joseph. Joseph was taken out of the pit and sold by his brothers into slavery on this day. We are fasting because of divisiveness and fighting, because we don't know how to get along, because we don't yet fully have unity. The sinas chinam, that baseless hatred, that marginalizing, that contempt, that hyper-criticizing of one another, that's what we are trying to atone for. And so, even though in some ways it's holding us back, normally Erev Shabbos, we want to eat, we want to drink, not too much because we need to save our appetite for Shabbos, but still we indulge. To'ameh chaim zachu. We spent a lot of time talking about to'ameh, that if you taste the food of Shabbos on Erev Shabbos, but we can't do that today because today is a fast day. And the reason it's a fast day is we, of course, are practicing our bitachon. Chassam Sofer says it's a day of tremendous faith in Hashem to atone for that lack of faith, but also it's a time of unity, of achdus. So today, as you're getting ready for Shabbos, since you can't taste food, you have an extra time, make a phone call. Check in with someone, make up with someone, see how people in LA and California are doing. Our heart goes out. We can't stop thinking about what they're going through. Turn Friday into Erev Shabbos by practicing achdus, by practicing avas chinam, by making up for that sin of the cause of it all, and practice baseless love for no reason at all. Check in, call, wish a good Shabbos. That's the way we turn our Friday. It's not Stam a Friday. We turn our Friday into an Erev Shabbos by thinking about, by caring about, by reaching out, by unifying, by uniting with someone else. And we make up for this Asar B'Teves that is this fast. You know, there's a joke. I'm sure it's going to go around if it hasn't already today. The GIF, the meme, that tonight is the night that Jewish women find out what time shul really ends Friday night. Why is that a joke? Why is that funny? Because every Friday night, the men in shul, they tend to linger. They schmooze, they talk, they catch up with friends from the week, and people are waiting for them at home and really should get home. But when Friday is a fast day, only Asar B'Teves, nobody stays, nobody lingers, nobody schmoozes. Everyone makes a beeline home. In fact, in halacha, some have the practice of davening mincha and Kabbalah Shabbos early and Marav early to be home at the first opportunity to make Kiddush when the fast ends. Many don't do that. We don't want people to make Kiddush too soon, because even though some say that when you accept Shabbos, the fast could end, we hold that the fast doesn't end until 3 stars are out, until nightfall, until we're certain that Shabbos has begun with actual nightfall. So we run home and we make Kiddush. But the truth is that halacha, that din, that law is not only true this week of Asar B'Teves, it's a halacha each and every week. The Shulchan Aruch writes that the mitzvah min hamuvchar, it's considered to be virtuous and meritorious and proper to make Kiddush as soon as the Shabbos begins, as close as possible. The whole idea of lingering and schmoozing and waiting, and then coming home and waiting and schmoozing and lingering more, that's actually disrespectful to Shabbos. If we want to bask in the beauty and the light of Shabbos, if we want to indulge and lean in and enjoy Shabbos, then don't wait. Schmooze, catch up, talk, sing stories, divrei Torah, after Kiddush. And not only after Kiddush, after Hamotzi. Shulchan Aruch says that it applies not only when people are hungry or waiting, but a person shouldn't sit and talk with friends. A person should make Kiddush, the Chidah says, right away, as soon as possible. Come home, start right away. So we're going to all do that tonight because it's breaking a fast, it's ending and closing a fast. But it's not only true tonight, it's true each and every Friday night. That ordinarily, and we suggested a few weeks ago, maybe To'ameha is to not get hangry. Instead of coming into Shabbos with some anger, I'm starving, I'm hungry, let's start. You take the edge off by eating a little bit before Shabbos. We don't have that luxury, and we don't have that chance because today's a fast day. We're practicing baseless love. We're atoning. We're making up for the sale of Yosef, for the siege of Yerushalayim. We're bringing the Shekhinah, we're bringing the divine presence even stronger and even more intensely into our homes. We're converting and transforming our homes this Shabbos into a mikdash ma'at, into a miniature temple to make up for that destruction of the temple. So tonight, certainly nobody's going to delay. Tonight, certainly nobody's going to linger. We're going to start right away. But keep in mind that it shouldn't only be true tonight. Each and every Friday night, come home from shul, take a place at the table, start Shalom Aleichem, Ribono Shel Olam, Eishes Chayil, Brachas for Kinderlach, Kiddush. From Kiddush, don't sit and schmooze and wait. Wash right away. In my home, I could be a little bit of a tyrant. I always announce, no schmoozing, no talking, whatever everyone wants to get to, we'll get to right after Hamotzi. After Hamotzi, stay the entire night. But let's get started with Kedusha, with Kiddush. Let's set the tone for the meal with holiness, but then let's go right into breaking bread. Let's go right into Hamotzi. Let's go right into the 2 loaves. Let's go right into remembering the man, and then we could schmooze all night long. It's true tonight. It's true every Friday night. And Be'ezras Hashem and Mirz Hashem, we should never fast again, but we should spend every Erev Shabbos, turning Friday into Erev Shabbos in Yerushalayim Ir HaKodesh with the Beis HaMikdash, all of us. So please, God, use today. Can't have Toamah, can't eat a little something, but we can call anyone. Use that time, call someone, check in, show that love, and we'll be